Hello everybody, look at that pretty truck right there. It's a regular cab High Sierra GMC, and used to have a truck like that. That one's a 2500, which is a 3/4 ton, but I had an 85 GMC that I bought brand new for $8,300 in San Antonio. We called it Old Blue. And I drove that truck from 85 until 1997, and it didn't have air conditioning. It was automatic, 6-cylinder, and the only thing I ever had to do to it was have one starter changed out. But I saw that truck there and just reminded me of Old Blue. That's probably one of the best vehicles that we ever had. Then I let my son have it in 97 when he was driving, and he drove it several years before I finally sold it to an old boy at the hardware store that owned the hardware store in Comfort. And eventually he sold it to a fellow that worked there, and last I heard, he was completely restoring it. So Old Blue might still be running around somewhere. Yeah, good old truck. Yeah, I'm up in Decatur. That parking lot we pulled out of was Brandy's diner. Stopped and had me a good breakfast. I was celebrating I had a doctor's appointment, and my blood pressure was good, and old Dracula had to draw blood. It was that time of the year, and they always have trouble hitting a vein on me. That's just standard procedure. So she got it the second. Well, they called in the first little girl couldn't do it, and they called in the heavy artillery, the pro, and this was a professional Dracula. She got me. So anyway, I hope everything comes back. I'm sure it will. Comes back all right on that. But all in all, it was a good visit, and I'm pulling into Walmart now. I run out of yogurt. I ate that same yogurt old Rusty eats, that Oikos, Oikos, because it's sweetened with stevia, which is a plant sweetener. It's not that poison they put in diet soft drinks and all that stuff. And I get a few steps in here. The doctor was real proud of me as far as my walking's going. She said, I can't get too many of my 75-year-old patients to do that anymore. Let's see where this guy's going. He's just gonna, yeah. Parking lots and he's on his phone. Parking lots are probably the most dangerous place you can drive, guys. Oh, look at this fire truck. Look at Decatur's fire trucks. They're different. Look at that, blue and white. Yeah, I can't say I'm a real fan of that, but we'll just park right out here and get some more steps in. Yeah, I got Sonny's ball game to go, volleyball tonight. Let's see, I picked Lexi up from practice at 5:30. At 6:30, I go back to the school for Sonny's game, and then, or match, they call it in volleyball. And then I get home, and we got Game 7 between Seattle and Toronto for the American League Championship tonight. And then tomorrow, Lexi plays the big rivalry game in Paradise, volleyball. So yeah, I'm staying busy, guys. Staying busy. But it's a beautiful day. It was 53 degrees this morning, and I was actually looking for my little I'm gonna have to track it down when I get home, my little electric heater. And I couldn't, it wasn't where I thought I put it last spring when I put it up. So, one thing about it, I know it's somewhere in that 22-foot trailer. So, calculatus, eliminatus, I'll find it. Yeah, my old buddy Rusty, he's talking Llano now. He's milling it over about just living in Llano. So I thought about living in Llano back about 6 years ago. I went and talked to a lady at an apartment complex. I still had Blanca, and the dog was fine there, and nice apartments. And then I thought, I don't know one person in Llano. So that's when I went back, and I lived at Johnson Creek RV Park for a year, or 15 months in Ingram. But yeah, I wish old Rusty luck. He says he's happy living in that casita. So, whatever makes you happy, go for it. All right, guys, I'm gonna run in here and get my yogurt and go laugh at the meat prices. I told my doctor that this morning. I said, I go to the meat section just to get a good laugh. I pick up a roast and it's like $28. See how quick I can put it back down. She was after me because she prescribed statins for me after my last blood work. My cholesterol was just up just a little bit. And so she asked me, how come you haven't refilled those statins? I said, because I never took them to begin with. She made a face at me, and I said, I'm doing fine with my diet. I'm not getting on those things. Heard too many bad reports. So we'll be talking to y'all later. Adios, my friends. Bye-bye.